Hello y'all, it's Valerie here, and I want to get out here and clean a little bit on my front yard before the snow starts, because we're supposed to get some snow tonight, or actually tomorrow night. I'm sorry, it's supposed to come tomorrow and the next day. So in the meantime, I would kind of like to get this front yard cleaned up, because let me show you. This year, because we were working on so many things, this place kind of became a catch-all for all the junk. And now it's just full of pots and buckets that I can dump and get out of the way. And then eventually I can get these weeds out. Ultimately, what I would like to do, let me stand over here so I can kind of show you. In this area, we're going to keep the table and stuff. Over in this area, I would like to put a fire pit in, and that is honestly what these big old stones are for. Is we're going to use some of these bigger ones to make the fire pit. The first step of that is getting this yard cleaned up. So I think I'm going to set my camera down and just see how much of this stuff I can get dealt with before I either get too tired or it gets too cold or it starts raining, because it is supposed to start raining. Hopefully I can get the buckets put away and get these pots emptied and stored away somewhere. And then if that gets done today, I'll feel like I've accomplished something, and I will be able to go from there whenever we have more mild days to hopefully get this area done before spring. But if not, that's okay. I'll just do it when the weather gets warmer. I just know that we're going to have mild days, and it could get done on those days, or it may not. I still need to weed, but as you can see, it's just much cleaner. These pots here that I've left, they still have things planted in them. This one can be straightened a little bit. It's kind of catty corner. Right, that's a little better. But yes, as you can see, it just looks a lot better without all the pots, mainly pots and buckets. There really wasn't that much trash. We always keep this wheelbarrow turned upside down so it has easy access, but also so it doesn't collect rain in it. So that's why that's still sitting there. We use it to haul various things, including firewood. I dumped all my pots over here in my compost bin. As you can see, it's a little overly full. But over the winter, this will settle significantly. So I'm just going to put the lid back on it for now. It doesn't quite fit anymore. But that's okay. It'll settle, and then I'll come back and adjust it at a later time. Okay, guys, that was just a quick little chore right before the snow starts. I don't know how many more of these days I'll have left, but I do know here in approximately a month it will be seed starting time. So even though the days are short and the nights are long, this mild weather has made it, for me, seem like it's gone by quicker. That handle is much too short for you. The work is real easy when you have someone with muscles to do it for you. Pro tip. Okay, it might be hard to see because of the way the sun's shining, but this right here is the after. We got the front weeded. We've got these big stones here still because we are going to build a fire pit in the front of this yard. And yeah, I just wanted to show you this after. I think that leaves us in a really good place for this spring whenever it gets a little warmer out and we can come out here and work. Hopefully we'll be able to come out here in an evening and get most of the work done, if not all of it. It's finally opened. This is way out of season for that thing. Because I've seen so many horror stories, I still get paranoid every time the wind starts whipping around. Because I've seen all these pictures online of these greenhouses knocked over and crumpled, and it's usually due to wind. That's why it's important to make sure you have this thing anchored to the ground well and you have it sealed against the wind, because it does make a difference. And that wind's still whipping around right now and we're sitting on the inside. I've gotten lots of comments about how these things hold up in the wind, and I understand people who have had bad experiences with these. But I also wanted to just come in here and show you that today is a very windy day for us, but it's not as windy as it gets here. We have warnings. We're getting gusts up to 65 and 75 miles an hour today, and we've gotten these gusts before, and the greenhouse is holding up. We're standing in it right now. You can see the way maybe the snow's blowing around on the outside, that there's a gust happening. And sometimes it rocks and creaks a little bit, but overall it's still standing. I hope it continues to stand. I do, like I said, get nervous every time the wind starts to whip around, especially in the middle of the night when I can't really see what's going on. So far so good. I thank anyone who has their concerns for being concerned and putting the warning out there. I kind of just wanted to show that, given the proper anchoring, that these things can withstand some wind. I'm a person who gets very, very sad in the wintertime, but that little flower just reminds me, if it can bloom out of season, even when it's cold and snowy, so can I. So that's what I'm going to strive for. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will see you next time. Bye.